Good morning. I had a day yesterday. As you guys who watched what I posted probably noticed. I'm a little better. Eat some cereal. Just basic morning stuff. Got my soda. Not sponsored ever, because Pepsi will not sponsor me for jack shit, because I am not a big YouTuber. But, I had some fucking weird dreams again. This one I remember, which is something that I don't usually have happen. I don't know if it was a dream or not, like, it felt very real, which is weird considering where it was taking place. I was at a fast food looking place, and the power goes out. So, I start seeing, like, people, I can't see their faces for whatever reason, and someone's giving them orders, it sounds like a lady, and she starts saying names that I recognize, as, like, I don't know how to recognize them, but she's telling them different jobs, things that they could do. It was just a really weird, surreal kind of dream. And I know what people usually say, like, oh, you know, don't put too much stock in that, it's just a dream. But, you know, I've never had a dream that doesn't make sense, I guess. Well, actually I have, but, I mean, it didn't have a meaning behind it. So, that's always been kind of weird to me. When everyone's like, oh, it's just a dream, it's fine. No, like, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. It's fucking weird. And when it's so specific to, like after everything I've been going through recently, that's spooky. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, eat some cereal, work on stuff, and maybe watch some YouTube. Kind of wake myself up and see where the day takes me. But on a different note, I've been getting a text from a certain deadbeat that I'd rather not bring up right now. He's been talking about taking me shopping, which I've mentioned before, I think. I don't remember if I did. I get a text saying, I'm in the hospital, FYI. Do you know how rude FYI sounds when you put in big capital letters through a text? Like, it's like, for your information, I'm in the hospital. I'm just like, okay, rude. But, yeah, just a little note to people who, you know, put FYI in big capital letters in a text message. You sound very freaking rude. You sound like, for your information. Doggo. My dog's pacing. This is a weird way to start this vlog. But yeah, I'm doing better. I'm trying to be anyway. Like, my brain's in less of a fog, but I'm still a little out of it. Like, it's just, it's getting weird, because I'm doing that a lot, where I, like, and I know I'm doing it, like, I'm staring off. I joined, a group about, I think it's got some people with DID in it, and their loved ones who deal with it, so I might start asking some questions and see if they can give me some advice. Because at this point, I'm pretty sure that I have it. And I'm also gonna go watch some videos from Dissociated and see if I can find anything else out before getting everything else figured, like, sorted, and getting actual help. But, yeah. I'm gonna eat my cereal. Alright. So, I spent some time working on projects earlier. I played some video games. Then I had I suddenly had a really bad headache. And I kind of had like this weird experience. I don't really know how to explain it. It was like I wasn't me, in a way. I really don't know how to explain this properly. Like, I'm a little bit aware of what happened, but I don't remember, like, all the details of what I did. Basically, I do remember, let's see what I remember. I remember watching YouTube. But beyond that, I don't remember a whole lot else. And, you know, it was kind of like being somebody who was a lot more energetic, who was a lot more, like, who's more bubbly, basically. I really don't know how to explain what happened. But, after about 4 YouTube videos and a little bit of drawing, I'd kind of calmed down. It's like whatever was going on stopped, and I got a bad head. Like, my headache got worse, and I fell asleep. Like, I didn't have a headache when all that was happening, but it's like it came back full force, and I just had to rest. I looked in a sketchbook, and there was a drawing, which actually I can show you. Just give me 1 second here. And I got one of my usual things that I draw for comparison. Okay. So, this is kind of what the stuff that I draw looks like. I was drawing a Ruby character. And, you know, this is what I found in the sketchbook. And the thing is, it's like I kind of remember doing that, but I kind of don't. It's like this weird, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm experiencing. This is weird. It's like I was there, but I wasn't. And I don't remember a whole lot of what I watched earlier. I remember watching, I think the one video I remember watching was Matthew Santoro's Interesting Facts About Yourself, which I thought was really fun. But I don't remember anything else. What the hell is going on with me? And now I'm out of it again. Like, I was fine earlier. I was happy to be doing this stuff. I felt normal until this happened. Now I feel drained. And going back to the whole DID thing, most people who experience this say that when they switch, which is what I'm wondering if that happened earlier, when they switch, it's tiring. You know, they are mentally exhausted. And I'm starting to think that that's been what's happening. Like, I know I've been saying that for a couple videos and saying I'm going to get help, but I think I'm just going to continue making videos like this to keep track of what's happening. Even though it's not like the most pleasant thing to talk about, because I can never really explain what's happening, I feel like it's kind of worth talking about. Because it gives me peace of mind that maybe someone will notice what's happening and reach out to me and be like, hey, I'm experiencing the same thing, you know, this is what's happening to you. Or like another channel will will show up and be like, this is the same thing here, or something. I don't know. But I heard more voices in my head when I was trying to sleep earlier. It was between two women. One was very stern but kind of calm sounding, and the other was like, she sounded like more playful but a little stubborn. I guess I could explain it like that. They were arguing over something. I just remember a few things that they were saying. It was something about current actions or something, and how it's harmful, and they're like, hey, I'm just trying, the stubborn one was like, hey, I'm just trying to have a little fun. What's wrong with that? You're hurting them. This is what's wrong. That's what's wrong with it. You know, they started kind of fighting until I kind of chimed in and said, hey, I'm trying to sleep, could you tone it down a little bit? And I heard both of them say that they were sorry, and that was the end of it. I don't think I've had an experience quite like that. Like, my brain is a mess. That's what I'm thinking right now. I've tried to kind of get my mind off of it a little bit by working on a project that I've been developing, which is kind of like, I'll give you the idea here. If you've seen Deadliest Warrior, and you've seen Death Battle on YouTube, I wanted to kind of combine those into a new project that I'm doing. So I kind of just been developing like ideas for episodes and how I'm going to make this work and everything whenever I get a chance to make it. The problem being I would have to get a research team, get animation software, I'd have to find a way to pay everybody, I'd have to get a simulator, like, you know, simulation software, run the amount of battles, see who would win more based on the research we got, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, this is something I've been developing for a little bit, so I decided to work on it more, but I'm just too drained to even think of more fights right now. Like, this is gonna sound stupid, considering I don't even have, like, everything for it yet, but I'm working on battles for Season 5, because why not? I just like coming up with fight ideas, and I'm trying not to, and the one thing I don't want to do with it is redo what Death Battle's done, not because I agree with all their battles, but because I don't want to be that person to be like, they're wrong, and this is why. You know, I kind of want to do my own thing, my own battles, that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've really been doing today, is trying not to focus too much on what's going on up here, and focus more on, like, projects and things that I'm working on. But my mind is in such a fog right now that it's just like, what do you do? And, you know, I've never had it be this bad before, to the point where I can't do anything, and all I'll do is sleep. Like, I say it every video that I'm gonna need to get some help, and I'm getting there. I just got the form of address change today, and now I just gotta get 2 other things done, which is get my ID changed back to Colorado 1, and get Medicaid. From there, it's, you know, start a transition, and which is something I have been talking about for a while. I'm planning on doing that still. Obviously, I hate how this looks, and I don't feel like I'm looking at myself, honestly, like I never do, because I don't see myself as who I see here. But also getting therapy, because I need it. I need it bad at this point. I am a total wreck, and on a whim, I did some tests on, you know, for DID. I know online tests are not usually the best option, but when you've got nowhere else to turn, you kind of just do what you have to do. And these were like medical site tests. I wanted to see, what would happen if I did this? I ranked high, so I might put screenshots of them at the end of this, but I just need to know what's happening to me. I'm not sure anymore. Like, I know I've got anxiety, I know I've got depression, and I know I have PTSD that is medical-based, abuse-based, and situation-based, basically like car accidents. Because I've been in a lot of them. The problem I'm having, it feels like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it feels like I'm not not myself most of the time. Like, just an analogy that I came up with earlier was, it's like I'm on a ship, right? Like imagine like a pirate ship or like any kind of ship that's like huge. And one minute I'm steering it and it's, calm seas. Next thing I know, I'm below deck and somebody else has taken over for me. And they are the captain. And it's just like, that's how it feels sometimes. Like, I know I've heard the analogy like, oh, if you have D&D, it's like, you're in a car, and sometimes you're in the back seat, sometimes you're in the trunk, and other people are driving. And sometimes it's like you got a back of your head where you can hear but you can't see, stuff like that. It's honestly like that with the ship analogy as well. Sometimes you are the captain, and you're steering your ship on smooth sailing. Other times you are kind of, at least this is how I'm experiencing it. Other times I'm on the deck, just kind of watching, keeping an eye on the horizon and talking to the captain. Other times I'm below deck and I can't see or hear anything that's happening. It's kind of like, it's like wandering through life where you're constantly in and out of consciousness. And, I think I wouldn't compare it to concussion because I've had one before. At least I think I did. I was never actually diagnosed with a concussion, but, I did get hit in the head pretty hard with something before. Man, coming up with, analogies right now, it's not easy. But all I know is that I'm doing my best to be okay right now. I'm taking care of myself the best I can. Obviously, I'm kind of making myself do the things that I need to do. Make a video, obviously. I'm trying to keep this VLOGMAS thing going. And I want to reiterate that if I miss a day, please don't hold that against me. Because this video was very hard to make today. Not for any reason other than what's going on up here. I'm making myself eat and shower, and hell, I might make myself go for a walk or something later, even though it's cold. I don't know how to feel today. It's like this weird, I'm not numb, obviously. I'm not, I don't have that numb feeling I do when I'm depressed. I have this, and it's not anxious. It's just weird kind of buzzing right here, and thank you, Siren, for interrupting my video. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But it's like this kind of weird buzzing in my head, and it's also giving me a slight headache. Jeez. Some loud sirens. But basically, that's pretty much how my day's been. I know my days are not very eventful. Usually, I'm not like running around doing fun stuff. I'm just not in the right mindset to. And I'm also not financially stable enough to just do whatever I want right now. You know, I'm not gonna get into the finances thing, because that's a mess. But, just know that I'm gonna keep trying to do videos with updates every day. Obviously, I start in the morning, whenever I wake up, and I go through my day, like making food, doing whatever I need to do during the day. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here for right now, because I've already rambled enough for about 15 minutes. And, I'll see you guys whenever I make another video. Regardless of how I'm feeling, you guys are beautiful, you're valid, you're important, and don't you ever forget it. And I hope that all your days are good. Because everyone knows that I am a mess. So I will see you guys next one. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I will be seeing you.